Hey guys, Tara here from Recovering Book Hoarder, and I am here to bring you my April FlossTube roundup. So this is going to be all the progress I've made in April, which has felt like a very long month. Like I can't believe it's almost May, but yet April feels like it lasted forever. It's been a while since like a month since I did my last taping, and that was because I had my carpal tunnel surgery done. And it went very well, and lucky for me, the doctor actually told me that if I continued stitching through all my recovery, it would be great therapy. So I was able to stitch through my entire recovery from my carpal tunnel, which was my dominant hand. So stitches are out, it's healing up very nicely. This surgery went much better than the surgery did for my other hand, and I'm very pleased that I decided to have it done because I was in so much pain. I can't even explain it. Oh, I just realized I can turn my light on. There we go. Hi. All right. So, all kinds of things. First of all, I actually have a fully finished object, which is not something I normally have. And I finished this one, I would say about 90% myself, and then my husband helped me with the last 10%. So I had been showing you guys the Hello Baby cross stitch that I was doing for my cousin, who was due, I think her actual due date was May 7th, somewhere around there. Well, she had the baby April 7th. No, it must have been longer than, must have been the following weekend, because the baby was 5 or 6 weeks early. I can't, early. And so I had finished everything in the pattern with the exception of the name and the birth statistics. I can't talk today, guys. And I finished the framing the other night after I finished everything up. My mom was nice enough to iron it for me, luckily, because I don't have an iron. So, here is my fully finished baby announcement. I am so pleased with how it turned out. I did pinning all around the mat board instead of lacing. It was my first time doing pinning. And I am so happy with how it turned out. Her name is Presley Joe. Little itty bitty thing. She was only 4 pounds, 15 ounces. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, hold on. Let me turn off the ring light for a second so it's not shining in there. There. Well, still seeing all kinds of stuff. But yeah, and then my husband did the back for me. We just ended up doing paper on the back with some double-sided tape, and then he had to add this because this was originally on the back cover, which it ended up being way too thick for me to be able to put that back cover back on. So again, so excited. I am scheduled to go over and give it to her on Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up. So yay. Actually finished fully. All right. And I also have several finishes, guys. So the first one is a bendy stitchy finish. I love bendy stitchy. I love having bendy stitchy patterns on the go all the time. I wanted to make sure I show you what I did for the conversion. So I did as charted with the exception of the peacock. Well, I guess it's not a peacock. I don't know. It's a bird and a reindeer. Those I'll tell you what I did for floss in a second. But this is the potties are advised to chill. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it so much. This is a work piece. It's going to hang in my office. It's my first cross stitch that will be hanging in my office. So I did the DMC as called for, with the exception, like I said, of the birds, the bird and the reindeer. For the bird, I used a flower silk, and it is Leshy, was the colorway from that. Just saw that and I was like, that's a perfect bird color. And then for the stripes, on the stripes, the feet and the antlers on the reindeer, I used this flower silk. And this one is called Frost. And then for the reindeer, I used from the Gentle Art. There's no name on here. I have no idea what this color would be called because I don't know why, but there's no identifier on here. Do they not usually have an identifier? I don't know, but that's what it looks like. So yeah, okay, so that was that's that finish, and it's nice and ready to get framed. I have the frame for it. I just didn't have time to do it before I taped. And then for my parents' birthday, oh, I should also say, hold on one more second. This is on a piece of linen that I got in a stitchy box, one of the stitchy boxes, countdown boxes. And that's actually a really accurate color right there. And it's, I want to say 30 count, maybe 28 count. It's either 28 or 30 count. Because I didn't save the information. All right, then I have, this is for my parents' birthday. They are 4 days apart. My mom's April 29th, my dad is May 4th. And so I did this Madonna and Jesus, Mary and Jesus for them. And I was going to take it to Michael's to get framed, but now I'm reconsidering. After I did that framing for my cousin, I might frame it myself. We'll see. But isn't that pretty? And I will put the name of the designer on the screen here. And this was on a piece of Picture This Plus. Of course, I don't have, I don't have anything right now written down. I just know it's Picture This Plus. I'm pretty sure it was 16 counts. I just don't remember what the color was. I feel like it was like maybe Buttercup, maybe? I mean, it looks like it would be Buttercup. But anyway, right there. All right, I had some more finishes. I had some finishes. I had some gold finishes, all that stuff. So this was a gold finish. I had a goal this year of finishing this, and I did. So this is from the Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2021, and it is called it's from the Wing Things section. It's called Bats and Flowers, and it was by Evdokia Nikolaevna of Panochka. Hopefully that's how you say it. And this is what it looked like in the magazine. I got threads from Temu and wanted to do something small just to see how I liked them. I hated them. So I couldn't wait to be done with this just so I could, I mean, like, it looks fine, but no. Did not like these. They were not easy to work with at all, but it turned out good, right? I'm happy I'm done with it. The pattern's great. So it was a great chart. And this was just on a piece of scrap Picture This Plus Ada. Okay, so that was a finish. Then I have one more finish. I think this is my last finish. I had a start and finish, a staff. Okay, this was an Earth Day stitch. And I decided I had gotten the Earth Day magazine that they had put out. It was a digital magazine they put out. I want to say it was through the Stitchers Collective, where you donated and then you got the magazine and you got to pick a charity. I think I picked Oceana. And I had kind of forgotten that I had gotten it. And it was just sitting on my thing. I had printed everything out. I was like, I should do something from there for Earth Day. So I did, and it ended up being a start and a finish. It only took me 2.5 days. So this, I'm going to show you the picture because I changed things up. So this was Arctic Friends by Flossie Fox Shop. Isn't it cute? We all know I love whales, so yeah. All right, that's how it looks. That's how it's charted. It's charted in like 5 DMC colors. I started doing it that way and then decided I wanted to use my fancy flosses and just make it kind of extra. So I ended up using a piece of Stitch Me Nightmarish 16 count, and I wish I had placed this differently because you'll see it's actually quite small, and now I don't have as much. Like, I could have had an awful lot of fabric left if I had placed it differently. But anyway, this is how it looked. So I ended up using the called for DMC for the middle guys, and then these here, and then I did conversions to fancy floss for the whale and this and the seals. I think those are seals. No, dolphins. I'm not sure if they're seals or dolphins. And then for the hearts and stuff, and then I added beads. You can see the beads there that came in one of my Stitchy box countdowns. They were actually called, I think they were called Snowflake, the beads. So the conversion I used on the, let's see here, for the gray, parts of the whale and these dolphins or seals, whatever they are, I used a Threadworks 01023. And then I use for the navy on the wheel and in the seals there, I used a Roxy Flossco Yonder. This was in the Christmas countdown box this year. For the variegated light blues there, and there's a couple down here and in here, I used Night Stalker Calling. This was called American Horror Story Cult. It was perfect for working these sea animals. Loved it. And then for the hearts and snowflake things there that are like a pinky whites, that was also Night Stalker Calling, and that was American Horror Show Freak Show right there. So worked out perfect. So I was able to do all of this. I did from Stash. I didn't have to purchase anything for this, and now it's done and it's gorgeous, and I finally did something out of that magazine. There's actually several things from that digital magazine that I want to do. Like I said, I just kind of forgotten about it. I have so many patterns and charts and stuff. So, okay, moving into whips. All right, so the first whip I have, I'm obsessed with this. This is Home is Where Your Honey Is by Heartstring Samplery. And, you know, normally I do a start and then I work on it for 2 days and I put it away. I have not been able to put this down. I've been working on it for more than 2 days now. So I ended up getting this. I fell in love with this pattern because it reminded me of my nieces. So when I first got it, I was like, I'm going to make this for myself. You'll see that up here there's initials and year. I decided I'm going to put both nieces' initials in either corner. So at first I was like, I'm going to do it once. I'm going to do it for myself, and that's it. Well, I'm having so much fun with this. I decided I'm going to do one for each of my nieces, but I'm going to let them go through and I'll show them different parts of the chart, and I will have them pick out their own colors so I can do a conversion that they will like an awful lot. So here's where I'm at. This is on a piece of Picture This Plus 18 count Sprite. And I'm using all the called for. Isn't that great? Oh, I love it. Get the little bees. See if I can get an accurate color. I cannot get an accurate color of this fabric to save my life. It hasn't photographed well at all. I guess that's kind of accurate. It's like a pinky purpley kind of thing, but isn't that pretty? Look at the bricks. It's just so fun. It's one strand of the called for floss. It calls for Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works. So I'm using all the called fors on mine. And like I said, I'm going to change it up for whenever I do it for my nieces. All right, so I'm still working on that because I'm just not ready to put it away. It happens. Okay, I hit my goal for, oh man, big bee flying around outside. I hit my goal for the month for The Old Goddess by the Tiny Modernist. And I'm doing this one as a gift for one of my coworkers who celebrates Yule. I saw this and I fell in love with her. So this is being done on a 30 count Weeks Dye Works Grasshopper linen. I'm getting quite a lot done in her dress there. This is just a joy to stitch up. Oh, I know, I did the house on the dress there, and I did a lot more work in the actual dress itself, the body of the dress. So my goal in here is like 1,300 some stitches a month, and I guess I did hit that. Look how cute that house is. So cute. Absolutely love this. My first Tiny Modernist will definitely not be my last Tiny Modernist for sure. And if I stay on schedule, I will get this done by December. All right, then my birthday stitch. My birthday was April 18th. And I originally was going to do All God's Creatures. My long dog was my very first long dog. I was going to start it. I was so excited to do that. Pulled it out, got started, got like halfway across with the border, and I was like, there is no way that this is going to fit on here. So what I had done was, my plan was to use a 30 count, 32 count, and stitch it over one over one. And I've never done that before, and I didn't like it at all. So I ripped that out, and so then I did it 1 over 2, and then the fabric wasn't big enough. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to use this for something else. So I have that fabric. Oh no, wait, is that fabric in my stash now? Yeah, that fabric's in my stash now. It was this. This is what I was going to use for it. I'll show you. How naive I was. I actually thought that that was going to be big enough across for a long dog. Like, what in God's name was I thinking? And this was a, oh, I just lost the tag. This is a beautiful fabric. It's Ivy, Lugana Even Weave, fiber on, yeah, 32 count fiber on a whim. So this is not being used for long dog. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for now, but definitely not that. So I had to put the long dog away. I'm going to have to buy a different fabric for that. So that did not get started. So instead, I decided to make Lindy Stitches Bury Me With My Needle my birthday start. So that is what that looks like. And this is a super fun pattern. This is my first time stitching with dinky dyes. I'm using all the called for floss. With the exception of, because when I did a floss toss, it didn't look good. I switched out the 740 DMC 744 for 972. The dinky dye colors being used are Black Coral, Red Dust, and Noosa. And the rest is the called for DMC also. I'm in love with dinky dyes, if I didn't say that already. I'm doing this on a piece of Picture This Plus 16 count Parfait. When I ordered it, I thought it was going to be more of that color. It is definitely not that color, which is why I had to switch up that one DMC. This is very, very yellow, and it's okay. This is what I have done. There we go. Let's see. That's a pretty accurate. Not quite as yellow on here, and there's some like pink splotches in here. But so I finished the dead lady's body. I have to do her face, and so yeah, there she is up close. Isn't that cute? And you probably can't see it. I didn't know this, but whenever you dinky dyes has kind of like a shine to it, and oh yes, I'm in love with it. So fun. So this is what I started for my birthday, since long dog was not an option anymore. All right, then I'm just like randomly pulling stuff. None of this is in an order. The Witchy Stitcher is doing a tarot card set, and I decided to go ahead and start that. Nostalgic Tarot, and this is the Death card. This is what it will look like. And did I use the called for? I think I used mostly called for. Yeah, I did. I used called for this. And again, I had it all in Stash. And this is on a piece of top hat. I think it's called Old Top Hat. Where am I sticking? Oh, here it is. It is on Dames of the Needle Old Top Hat 16 count Ada that I got from Garon Stitchery. And this is what I have done so far. And oh, I love it. Isn't that beautiful? And this is a nice alternative to working on black. Not nearly as hard to work on as regular old black. So this, I'm very, very much enjoying this. I actually, listen, in my head, I thought that these tarot cards were going to be like small enough I could actually make my own deck. They're not very small. That's pretty big. Much bigger than a card. And like I said, but this was 16 count. So really, I wish I had done, if I had done this on 20 count, it would have been better. But I think I'm just gonna like, I don't know, maybe scrapbook them or something now. The whole set once it's done. And then this is my April 1st start. This was my autism awareness start because April is Autism Awareness Month. Every month is autism awareness in my house. And I am doing, this is going to be a work piece. This is Silver Creek Stamplers Hand in Hand. This was a market release this year. And I just think that's gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? So I am doing this on, why can I never find, I think, actually, now that I think about it, I think this was in a bag. Cream and sugar, maybe? Oh, here it is. Sugar cream pie. Be Stitch Me sugar cream pie 32 count linen. And I'm stitching this in hand, which is still a fairly new experience for me. And I gotta tell you, this guy, oh gosh, this guy, I think he looks like Matthew Broderick. I don't like now Matthew Broderick, not Ferris Bueller Matthew Broderick, but current Matthew Broderick. This is what I got done. So there's my little Matthew Broderick. He will have a wheelchair, and I got some of the words done also. So nice little start. 2 days. And this one is one strand. No. How am I doing this one? No, this is 2 strands. 2 over 2. 32 count, 2 over 2. With all the called for, which is all DMC with the exception of 2 classic colorworks, which is Blue Corn and Cupid. And I have to say, I really do like this fabric a lot, this linen. Right, then I finally found a chart that I like enough in order to participate in Year of the Dragon Sale. I am a big fan of Fourth Wing, and so I actually found a Fourth Wing chart, which I will put over here because I don't have it printed out. And it is of Violet's 2 dragons, Violet Sorrengail's 2 dragons, and this is what I have done. So we've got the wing over here, we have the tail going down here. As you can see, there's kind of like stars and stuff on there. And I'm going to use beads, I think, for the stars and constellations. And then this is just 310. I did get, though, for Andarna, who's a gold dragon, I got a Dinky Dyes golden puppy. So this is what I'm going to stitch and darn it in. And this is on a piece of DMC Charles Craft. It's printed Ada, 14 count. And it looks like a sky, which is why it's like it looks like they're flying through the sky. So that is that start. I just realized I'm like not putting things away like I should as I go. Okay, another start, you know, I don't know if you guys remember, but April, because it was my birthday, was Start Whatever You Want month. So I have a new favorite designer now, and that is Carriage House Samplery. I started Halloween Hawk Run Hollow. It's my first Hawk Run Hollow piece, and I'm sure you've seen it because it's all over. And after I started, I went and added every single Hawk Run Hollow piece to my cart. Not to my cart, to my wish list on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, because gosh, oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I am stitching this on 40 count Country Mocha Newcastle linen. And I gotta tell you, I've never stitched on 40 count before. I am quite enjoying it. So, you know, these are huge. So let me make it so that you can see it. I'm doing 1/2. And this is the first block. Working on the first block. Isn't that beautiful? Using all the called for. And it's so fun to stitch. There's nothing about it I don't love. Nothing. I wasn't sure how I feel about 40 count because it's, you know, so small. And I would definitely stitch on it again. I'm loving the fabric completely, so but also utilize Newcastle again too. So yeah, loving it. Loving, loving, loving. Then a goal I had for this year, I have goals for all of my whips. I am working on this one back. Well, let me see if there's a better picture inside. In the Garden. This is from Heartstring Samplery. So see, I should have known I was going to like the other Heartstring Samplery. I guess I just didn't realize it was the same company. So I'm In the Garden. And my goal was to finish the top flower border. And I did get that done. So this is being done. Well, I'm not sure what this is being done on. I had ordered, I'm sorry, I'm like totally off camera. I had ordered a kit. This was a needlework last year. There was a kit from, I don't know if it was through Heartstring Samplery. I don't remember what shop it was through, but it came with fabric and then called for floss for like several of the projects in here. So I don't remember what this was. It's definitely Ada. I'm thinking I think it's 16 count. I think it's a 16 count Ada. So this is the top of the charge. And I am so pleased with this. And this one, again, all the called for, with the exception of, they must not have had, it calls for Classic Colorworks, Weeks Dye Works, and Gentle Arts. And I want to say the Gentle Arts, for some reason, didn't come with it. So those, they sent replacement DMC for. So for the Brother in Blue, it's being replaced with 3808. And where's my other DMC? For Green with Envy, it was replaced with 3346. So those were the replacements for the Gentle Arts. They just must not have had them in stock, I'm guessing, whenever they sent out those kits. So again, just a joy to stitch with. And this is an awesome, if you haven't seen this, this is, look at this. All of these are in this. Beautiful, right? I want to stitch every single one. Alrighty, I have one more width, I think. And this was a start for my daughter, Cassidy. I'm going to put the picture up here. This is from Vivsters. It is her Quaker Tiles Union Jack flag. Available on Etsy. And I'm doing this on a piece of Picture This Plus 18 count vellum Aida. And it's nice progress on it. Well, it's inside out. So this is actually quite a large piece. Larger across than it is up and down. So I got, this is how far it goes across. I did get all of the blocks done that each of the Quakers is going to be in. And then I got the first 2 Quaker blocks on the left, which is not, I don't usually start on the left, but because of my hands, it was just easiest to start that way. And so I got those 2 blocks done. Pretty, right? I like it. This one's a lot of fun to do too. Super great. There's a stitch along for this. I have no idea what the tags or anything are for it, but it's a great pattern. So, oh, and British flag, because my daughter is obsessed with all things English. She wants to move there one day. Who knows? We'll see. All right, so that was all of my progress for the month. If you guys could see the state of my room right now. Okay, let's talk about, so that was progress. Oh, I need to get my stuff to show you, my plans. So I shot out of order. I'm gonna go ahead and put my haul in here, because I needed to clean up my room. And so I had to shoot my haul because it was just all over. It was all over. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter the haul video right here while I get up and get my stuff that I'm gonna work on for goals next month. Okay, so the first day I'm taping, I'm gonna go ahead and do my haul so that you'll see me wearing my normal clothing. Okay, so I have a lot of haul. I've been to several places, I've had several orders, I've just a lot. First, let me show you. So I've been having a really hard time when it comes to organizing my DMC stash, because I really want a full stash, but all of the ways I've tried to keep them so far just haven't worked for me. I really don't like bobbinating. That's a pain, and it's too hard to store more than one skein of something. And I tried floss drops. Floss drops are great for my specialty threads, but not so much for DMC, and it just takes up a lot of space. And rings with bags on them, and that's hasn't worked either. It's just, again, taking up too much space. Everything gets twisted around, and I just have a hard time storing and finding, okay? So I was walking around Michael's trying to figure out what can I do to solve my thread issue, my floss issue. And I came up with this idea. So I found these by Simply Tidy. Simply Tidy. They're actually photo holders. There are 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 16 total separate things in here. So it's like this. It has a nice little handle, so I can go like that. Open it up. And it has these. And so I just numbered them. Started with 01, but then each one's different. So each one has a set amount in it, typically around 10. The numbers don't always match that because, you know, DMC has like number breaks in between theirs. So each of these holds some of my floss. So like and then ones that have a lot. So for example, like this is my 666 here. I have a lot of 666. So that's in its own bin. Like this is 600 to 609. So you can see those all live in there because it's easy for me to find what I need if I'm only having to go through 10 and they're in the correct order. And then I'm using I found an app. I can't remember what it's called. But I am listing it all in there so I can remember which ones I need to get whenever I go to the store. So I got a total of 5 of these. So these are going to store the normal floss along with the variegated floss colors. And then I am going to get, well, I'm not going to get, I already have a separate like small drawer thing where I'm going to have that to hold my A12, my Blanc B5200, and any of the variegated, like, I guess not variegated, the other flosses that they have, they're like multi-color. Because obviously I don't need as much space for that. So that's my first thing. Oh, and I should say, these were on sale. These were originally $41.99 a piece. $41.99. I would never pay that for those. But they were on sale for $14.99. So I was like, I better make sure I get as many as I need because God only knows when they will be that price again. I mean, that was more than half off. I don't know what that equals out to, but it's more than half off, and that was a steal to me. So that's going to solve my floss problem. Okay, then I put in an order with Garon Stitchery, which I love them so much. Their LNS's grand opening is tomorrow in Ozark, Alabama. And I've never wanted to live in Alabama before, but I do now. I've never wanted to visit Alabama, but I do now because I want to go see their store so bad. But so congratulations, Garon, on your LNS. I hope that your opening went phenomenally well. In the meantime, I'll continue ordering from the online shop because it's not exactly close to me in Pittsburgh. All right, so I got the Hearts for Pam thread pack by Classic Colorworks. No, Cottage Garden Threads. And I got this because Bendy Stitchy, Michelle Garrett over at Bendy Stitchy, for her Patreon, she is doing a tarot collection. And she's designing the whole thing using this floss set. So I was like, oh no, I have to buy floss. Oh, you know, I wasn't that upset. So these are super pretty. So here's 4 of them. Very nice reds. And then these colors. And these 2. So I was able to get this pack through Garon, which is Gary and Ronnie. All right, so let me put this aside. So that's the first thing I got from there. And you know, I can't just order that. I need to make my order worthwhile since I'm paying for shipping. So I also from there got a piece of 16 count Ada. This is Kiwi from Fiverr on a Whim, and they showed this off in one of their videos, and I was like, oh, that's super fun. And oh, that's okay. Let's see if we can get an accurate color here. It's very green, very, very green. So I ordered this. I have no idea what I'm going to put on it. So it's going into Stash. But when we talk about future plans, who knows, I might end up using it. So we'll see. Okay, then I got some charts. So I recently went down a rabbit hole, a Plum Street Samplers rabbit hole. Never done a Plum Street Samplers before, but I fell in love with Nelson from Market this year. My very, very good friend Jackie, my last job, I was George Washington, and she was my Alexander Hamilton to my George Washington. I was the director, and she was my quality assurance manager, compliance director. And so when I saw these, I was like, I want to get those. So I saw the Nelson, which is this one right here. Oh, glary. This one here is Nelson. Isn't it cute? I love it so much. So I saw that, and I didn't jump whenever I saw that, like, and buy. But then I found out there was a companion, which is, of course I don't have these in order here, which is Blue Skin, because George Washington had two different horses. He had his everyday horse and he had his war horse. And when I saw they had both, and I was like, I can make myself one, and I can make a friendship piece for Jackie. So here is Blue Skin. So I took the plunge and got both of those. So pretty. Okay, then you're gonna hear crinkles. I always hear people apologize for crinkles. I guess that bothers some people, but to me it's like an ASMR. I love it. I love the way that the crinkles in the packages sound. Okay, then I was enabled by Gary. He, Gary at Garon, he showed this as a finish a couple videos ago. This is what got me looking at the Plum Streets to begin with, because I fell in love with it. So this is Olga's Autumn Stocking, and I think it is just absolutely stunning. And like, the picture is good, but what he showed on camera was just, I had to have it. So I got that. Then we'll keep with the Plum Street here. I saw Spring Moon, and I liked that one a lot, so I picked that up. So pretty. I just love it so much. For this one, for me, it was the moon. I mean, so much. It's the moon, it's the rabbit jumping over up there, it's the beehive down in the corner down here, and oh, so pretty. Two more Plum Streets. This one is called My Heart's Welcome, and this is like a Christmassy one. I think it's Christmassy. Looks kind of, yeah, Merry Christmas from Plum Street Samplers. And that's her, and she's holding a little pineapple there, because apparently pineapples used to be something you gave as like a welcome gift to people. It's just funny, because now if you are staying with someone and you wake up and there's a pineapple at the end of your bed, that means you've outstayed your welcome. So the meaning, I guess, has changed a little bit over time. All right, then the last Plum Street that I got is Toil and Trouble. Gary talked about stitching this one too. He said those trees are actually a lot of stitching, but look how cute that is. Love it. Love the little haunted house, castle thing, the little witch flying, the double Toil and Trouble. I mean, so many good things. So I'll be doing my first Plum Street. Who knows which one I will start with. I would really like to start the stocking, but I definitely don't have fabric for that. So and I might try and find that fabric whenever I go to Keepsakes. I think I'm going to go to whenever Cassidy and I go to the Melanie Martinez concert in Columbus. All right, then I found this one on, so okay, here's the thing about Garon Stitchery. If you don't have any money to spend, you should probably not watch them. You have no self-control, because what they do is this really awesome shop the shop, and they are going through each designer like through the alphabet. So they show everything they have in the shop by that designer, the designers that fall within that but within that letter. So they did O the other day, and I got my first October House pattern because of that. And this is called FlossTube Friends. And look at how cute that is. I thought that was just adorable. And as a floss tuber who has floss tube friends, I thought I need to stitch that. Then I am in love with the Cottage Garden samplery, no, Cottage Garden samplings. They're the Fabulous House series that they're doing. I've loved all of them with the exception of the greenhouse. So at this point I want to get, I got 2. I want to get the other 2 I don't have, which is, there's a cottage, there is Hobbit House, my dream house, Hobbit House, and a Tree House is the newest one. And man, it's gorgeous. So the 2 that I got Santa's House, which is number 1. So pretty. And then I got the Castle, which was number 2. Sorry, I have to like put these back as I go because otherwise I'll have too much mess to clean up. I'm sure you guys have probably seen these already. Number 2 is the Castle. Look, it's like a castle in the clouds. I don't know. Looks like clouds. I guess not. I love it. Look, there's a little horse down here. The detail in this is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so that was my Grand Stitchery. Then I made a trip to with Needle in Hand, which is an LNS that is in Ohio. It is in Boardman, Ohio. And it's not necessarily close to me. It's about 45 minutes away. And I was going to camp and I thought, oh, maybe I'll do a pit stop there. It wasn't exactly on the way. It wasn't totally out of the way. My husband says it was really out of the way. It was, I don't think it was that out of the way. So anyway, I just really wanted to go to a local needle shop. And so this one, Needle in Hand, cute little shop. I got to talk with the owner a bit. Nice samples all over the wall. It's a small shop and I was there for an hour. So it felt like Christmas morning, but you'll see why. Okay, so I purchased 2 patterns, whatever they're called, 2 charts. I have a new obsession and that's Hawk Run Hollow. I started my first Hawk Run Hollow, which you guys would have already seen in the whip section. And so I want them all. So they had Christmas Hawk Run Hollow there, and I went ahead and got that, which I'm sure everyone is familiar with because this is a very, very popular line. And then the other one I purchased is Summertime. I got this to be my my first day of summer start. This is from Abby Rose Designs, and it's just this cute little, it's a pillow. I probably won't do it as a pillow because I'm not that talented. I'll probably, who knows what I'll do with it. I'm a process stitcher. I just like to stitch. Okay, so those were my purchases. I also got the dinky die I had shown you guys in the, when we went over my whips. Okay, then she had bins full of charts and magazines that were free to anybody to take. It was stuff, it was people's stash that they had donated that they were done with, and so it was free to there was no limit. I could take as much as I want. I would have taken more, to be honest, but some of it smelled like smoke, and I'm not a smoker and that smell bothers me. So I took the ones that I found that I really liked. So you'll see there's prices on these, but they're not really. Those were like old prices. So I had not seen any of these before, but I ended up liking them a lot. So I went ahead and got them. So this first one is Little by Little Design Company, and it is the Little Bo Peep sampler. And I'm sorry, these are like stapled, so I'm not going to take them out. So there might be somewhat of a glare, but not cute. No Bo Peep. And then I found, okay, this one's in the thing I can take out. This is from Chessie and Me, and it's called 1801 House. It must have originally come as a kit, but it's the chart, which I love it because there's a weeping willow right there. Isn't that gorgeous? So cute. And there's also a little key fob there too. I'm assuming that's probably in there to make as well. And then another one from Little by Little Design Company. This one is the Lady in the Flower sampler. Looks like that. And then I got Eliza's Pets, it's called. And this one I need to do a little bit more research. This is definitely like old school. I wish there was a date. I mean, it is an old pattern. Eliza's Pets, this is from Forget-Me-Nots in Stitches, Lauren Sauer. And that is what the chart looks like there. I think there's some ways to customize it. And the last thing I got from there was the Christmas special of the Cross Stitcher magazine from December 2005. So there's a bunch of really cute charts in here, and I love Christmas stuff, and so I was kind of psyched whenever I saw this. I mean, like, look at this Father Christmas. Let me try and then not show you the chart. Look at Father Christmas. Isn't he cute? And there's a lot of really good ones in here. So those were all free. I told the owner, I said, I seriously feel like it's Christmas morning. I'm so excited. Okay, so those are the charts in magazine. All right, then I went to a used bookstore called Bee's Books in downtown Punxsutawney whenever I was up at camp, and I came across 4 cross stitch books, and then I found 2 more at I think it's the Salvation Army. I can't remember if it's a Goodwill or Salvation Army. It's one of them. But let me show you what I found. So the first one is Alma Lynn's Country Cross Stitch, and this is what it looks like. These are all older, obviously. This one is from $19.90, and there's just some really cute ones in here. I think I really like this Santa, again with the Santas. Whoops, something just fell. The Santa that has the little kids hanging off of them. I thought that was super cute. I mean, this is a hardback book. It's really nice. So yeah, if anybody wants me to do flip throughs of these, I will. Just let me know in the comments. All right, so I got that. Then I found historic samplers selected from museums and historic homes with 30 cross-stitch charts for authentic reproduction. And that is what this one looks like. And this one has some really nice reproductions in it. And this one is from 1992. And it gets into a lot of like history about samplers as well. Oh man, they're just beautiful. Like here, this one's Mary Mosley. That's the reproduction for hers. Oh, gorgeous. So this one that one was like super fine. This next one's kind of interesting. This one's really old, and it was before they had software to do charts. This one is from 1983. So this book is only 2 years younger than me. I was born in 81. And I mean, okay, I'm gonna show you the chart here just because, so you can see how they used to do them pre-digital software. Like this is the Santa. Look at how it's, I mean, she literally just used like dots and a marker to do the pattern. Isn't that something else? And this has over 400 illustrations. There's some nice little charts in here. I mean, this is a heck of a find. Yeah, I can't show you anything else because it's pretty much like, they don't really show finished pictures. It's just basically charts. All right, then I found Quick as a Wink. This is by Leisure Arts. And this one is from, I don't think this one's quite as old. Yeah, this one's 1996. And this one has some really cute things in it. Like, I really like, let me show you. Like, here, you've got these flowers completed. Yeah. I'm getting like stuck down the rabbit hole looking. There's some bookmarks in here, which I thought were really cute. Some turkeys, flowers. Yeah. All right. Then last one is Yesteryear's Sweetheart by Sunbonnet Stew. This was printed by Leisure Arts. Well, no, Sunbonnet Stew, Yesteryear's Sweetheart by Carol Emmer. And this one is from 2001. So this is the most recent one. And these are just, I really like these. Look at these little girls. These are like little Amish girls. So cute. So there's some really nice ones in here also. And I got these were so cheap, guys. I just felt so lucky that I found these. So, then I got, for my birthday, I got 2 cross-stitch books. I got the Book of Cross Stitch, an essential guide, materials, tools, and equipment, reading the chart and stitches. I really want to learn how to do some of my own charts. That's why I wanted this. And then I also got this one from Tiny Modernist, and it is Home Sweet Home. So yeah, that is my haul. That took way too long. All right, guys, on to the next. Okay, so plans now for May. So as you know, May is Stitch-Mania month, and I was gung-ho. I was like, I'm going to do Stash-Mania and give myself permission to start whatever I want as long as I was working for my stash. I'm still going to do that somewhat, but I originally was going to do like every other day a new start. I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm going to do Stash-Mania still. I can only start something new if I have it in my stash, and go from there. So, okay, so of the stuff I just showed you, some of them I'm going to keep working on. I'm going to work on probably another 2 of the blocks for the Union Jack flag. I am going to continue working on the Death Tarot card. I'll have my monthly goal for the Yule Goddess. And then I would like to do some more on Hawk Run Hollow, just because it's so fun. All right, then the other goal stitches that I would like to do for this month, because, you know, I set myself goals at the beginning of the year. The first thing we're going to work on that's goals for this month is Flea Market Flowers. This is from Lori Holtz of Be in My Bonnet, and that is what that looks like. My goal is, let me see, I'm going to go by, what did I say, left side. So my goal is to get the left side motifs done. So those there. And this is where I am currently. So not a whole lot. Is that right? Maybe that's, yeah, that's the top. And so I'll be doing the rest down. And this was just a piece of, I think, Charles Craft. I think it was just a piece of Charles Craft. It was something from my stash. Oh, I actually have the thing here. 14 count DMC Charles Craft Iridescent Ada. So that's my first goal, and I'm doing that with all the called for DMC. And then my next goal I decided to work on for this month is This is the Stitching Spell Halloween sampler, and I regret to inform you that they no longer have an Etsy shop, which I find very disappointing. Luckily, I had bought several of their charts before they were gone. But this is what this one looks like. And my goal for this one is the top right corner. So my goal is to get like everything done here over, which you'll see I have quite a bit of it done. So it's really like doing a lot of framework. I'm doing my own conversion. Okay, this is what I have done so far. Using a lot of variegated, a lot of like special DMC flosses. That is what I have done. And so the letters are with satin, DMC satin. These here, that's Light Effects. And then variegated, just everything that reminded me of Halloween. And I hate stitching with the Light Effects, but it looks so good. It really does. And I did this before I started saving. This was like pre-saving my stuff to let people know what I'm stitching on. I want to say this is a piece of 14 count. I think it's 14 count, might be called Platinum Aida, that I got off of Amazon. Yeah. And then the last goal we're going to work on for this month is on my Tyndall Commandments. This is from Taylor and Cromwell. Still very much designing. Love them. So this is the song Tyndall Commandments from Hamilton. The song just lives rent free in my head all the time. And this is on a piece of 14 count Aida I had gotten from Amazon as well. Again, this is before I understood proportions and fabric and all that stuff. And so this is where I'm at. I did a mill start on this. This black gets so dirty, and we all know I don't like stitching on it, but I'm going to continue. Sorry, that's thread from my last one I was working on. So my goal for this year is to finish Commandments 4 right here and 6, which is right here. So I would like to get those done this month as well. So that's my goal stitching I would like to do. That will be priority for me. The goal stitches is always my priority, but I kind of like to do is hit my goal and then work on something else for 2 days, and then hit my goal and work on something else for 2 days. And oh, and I'm gonna of course continue with home is where the honey is, where your honey is. Home is where your honey is. I'm gonna continue with that, and I don't know, guys, I might hammer that one out. We'll see. So what else do I want to do? So here's, like I said, I can only stitch from Stash. Like I showed you guys in my haul, I did get the Fabulous House series from Cottage Garden Samplings, the castle. And I'm going to go through and see if I have everything here that I could go ahead and start this. Because this one calls mostly for DMC. Calls for DMC, 1 Classic Colorworks and 1 Weeks Dye Works, which I think I have. It's Flatfish. It calls for the Weeks Dye Works, which I believe I might have some of that. And maybe I'll just replace the Milady's Teal. We'll see. I don't know. As a thought, I would really like to get this started, but no like hard plans. Absolutely has to. Another option is a full coverage, which I don't typically do, but this one's, you know, this isn't a bad chart, I'll be honest. This one is from Mrs. Pagodi Arts, I think it's called. And this, I was introduced to them by Rainy over at Rainy Day Reads. And this is a Anne of Green Gables and Shirley. So that's what it looks like. I have the fabric for it already. I am doing this on a piece of 28 count Charles Craft Monaco even weave. Just looks like that. well, that's pretty yellow looking. Hold on, maybe I should turn the light off for a second. There we go. It's just like I mean, it's a full coverage piece, so what does it matter what that fabric looks like? And right now I don't have all the floss in here, but I would either, I'm sure I have it in Stash at this point. If I don't for some reason, I'll probably just go ahead and do some kind of conversion. So that's a possibility for a start. Then, oh, I want to do bendy stitchies. I always like to have a bendy stitchy going, and so I just finished my bendy stitchy, so it's time to start another one. So I want to start one of her tarot cards. I want to say it might be the Empress. If I can find a picture that's the picture and not the chart, I'll put it up here so you can see. But that's using that classic color or cottage, not classic color works, the cottage garden threads, the Hearts for Pan pack. So I have that, and I would just pick a random piece of fabric from my stash. So that's a possibility. Then the Hocus Pocus Local Witches Union. This is from the unofficial Hocus Pocus cross stitch book, and this is the pattern here. My daughter's obsessed with Hocus Pocus. And I would be using a piece of Stormy Night 32 count linen. This was from a stitchy box. I can't remember which one, but very pretty. Very, very pretty. Maybe I'll just turn this off while I'm doing this so you can get better. Yeah, that's better. And so I just don't know if I'm going to stick with the 310 or if I want to play around with it. I mean, guys, you know how I am with, one, what's it called? Monochrome. You know how I am with monochrome stitching, so this will be a surprise. I would just pull some fancy flosses for this. So that's an option. Then I have, oh, I would really like to start this one, but we'll see. This one is the Monster Movie Night by Lola Crow. This was from the Black Needle Society. I want to say it was the Trick Box this last year. And I am going to do this on a 16 count Ada from Be Stitch Me. Spooktacular is the color, and that's accurate right there. That's what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? And then I did major conversion for this one because I just didn't have everything called for, and I didn't want to have to go buy anything. So you can see everywhere where I have stuff written, I'm doing a conversion. Some of it's fancy floss, some of it's just DMC conversion. But I'm kind of excited about this one. So that's a possibility. And then I'm just like throwing stuff, guys. I really need to get better organized. Antique Locks and Keys by Shakespeare's Peddler. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if I'll do the pillow or not. Maybe. I mean, my mom would do the pillow. Let's be honest. But that's what it looks like. I would do this on, I think this is just a Stash. Let's see if I kept it. Yeah, this is just a piece of Stash Ada. Yeah, this is Stash Ada. It's like just like a silvery gray, and I'm going to use a Flower Silk by Stitchy Box. I'm going to use the oak fancy floss. And if you have never stitched using Flower Silk, what are you waiting for? It's divine. All right, so that's a possibility. And then I might start one of these. We'll see. My sister-in-law had got me these kits from, who are these by? Personalized Design, I guess is the company. Yeah, made by Personalized Design. It's a Ukraine company. And they are the bookmarks from their houses from Game of Thrones. So we've got the Starks, Lannisters, and the Targaryens. So I might give one of those a start because I've had these for quite some time. It would be nice to get them started. Then I have as a possibility the Deborah Cocken 1806. This was from the Stitchy Box Samplers box. And I would do this on a piece of Picture This Plus Dusk Ada. It is 16 count. And I'm using my own, I know it's monochrome, but I'm not doing that. I picked 4, let's see. I picked 4 oranges and 4 yellows. 4 or 5? 5. No, what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 oranges, 4 yellows, and then a variegation to do with, it's going to be random. It's going to be random. I'm going to roll my D8 to pick. So these are the floss tossed flosses here. And I like how those look. And then I have this piece of Fragrant Cloves from the Gentle Arts. And I think I was going to do all of the letters I'm going to do in the Fragrant Clove. And then, right? Is that what I was going to do? No. No. I take that back. I'm going to use Night Stalker's Calling for the letters because it has the yellow and orange in it. Sorry. This one is Candy Corn. This is what I'm going to do the letters in. The rest of them, including that Gentle Arts, is what I'm going to do is random for using my D8 dice. It's a lot. It was a long video, I'm sure. Finally, I doubt it, but I might start. I have this We're 6 kit that I got from Taylor and Cromwell. But I mean, this is black, I don't know. Like, I love 6 so much. I love Taylor and Cromwell. I just hate black so much. I don't know. I'm still undecided on whether or not I'm going to do this. I don't know. All right. So that's all my plans. This is a long video, so I'm not going to talk about books. I'm going to do my April wrap-up for books in a separate video. I had a separate book haul video also that if that's not out yet, it will be out soon. And that's it. All right. Oh, I had a giveaway. I'm so sorry. I should have put this at the beginning. All right. Giveaway winners. I was giving away 2 things last time. One is the Haunted Mansion, which is a new chart. The chart itself is new. Like, this is a new copy. I accidentally bought 2. When I bought it, I bought 2. So, the Haunted Mansion by Bendy Stitchy. And then I had the 2024 Rendell Designs by Hannah Dale calendar that I was giving away also from the World of Cross Stitching. And if you won, I totally didn't do it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the winners' names up here. Here's the person that won Haunted Mansion. And here is the person that won the calendar. I am going to go ahead and comment on your comments so that you realize that you won. All you need to do is shoot me an email with your address to the email address that's down in the description box, my recovering book hoarder address, and I will get those sent out to you hopefully within like the next week. So that's all. All right. Anything you want to know, the chart, I'll have stuff linked down below. My Patreon shop's down below, my Instagram, Goodreads, which list, all that stuff is you can find down below in the description box. All right, guys. I will catch up with you later. Bye.